Lila's nightmare flight. Little Lila was thrilled to board a plane for the first time with her mom, dad, and little brother for a big vacation. She wondered what it would be like to fly high in the sky. However, as the plane took off, she felt a strange and unsettling sensation. As the plane soared through the clouds, Lila gazed out of the window in awe. But after a few minutes, she saw a pale face appear on the window glass. It was a woman in old-fashioned clothing with hollow, dark eyes. The woman seemed to be hanging outside the plane, smiling at her. Lila screamed and clung to her mother. Her mother tried to calm her down, thinking Lila was just imagining things. Midway through the flight, eerie things began happening inside the plane. The lights flickered and occasionally went out. With each flicker, Lila noticed shadows moving around. These shadows resembled human figures, but were indescribable. Soon, Lila saw the woman reappear next to her seat. This time, the woman was more terrifying and lifelike. Her cold, lifeless face leaned towards Lila and spoke directly. "Do not fear, death is only the beginning." Suddenly, a low hum started inside the plane. The hum grew louder, turning into a high-pitched frequency that made the passengers cover their ears. Lila heard strange whispers and moans within the sound, as if they came from another world. Panic spread among the passengers. Some were praying, while others were helplessly looking around. Lila felt the woman approaching her. The woman's eyes seemed to suck the life out of her. The cold hand of the woman touched Lila's shoulder, sending a wave of terror through her. The woman's voice echoed, "You have been chosen, Lila. We are here to take you." At that moment, the plane shook violently, and the pilot's trembling voice came over the intercom. "Emergency! Fasten your seatbelts!" Lila frantically buckled her seatbelt and clung tightly to her mother. The other passengers' faces were filled with horror. As the plane shook more violently, Lila saw dark entities from outside entering the plane. These entities, made of long, shadowy figures, surrounded each passenger. Suddenly, the inside of the plane was enveloped in complete darkness. Lila could only hear whispers and moans in the darkness. The woman's voice echoed in her head. "Hold on tight and close your eyes. Do not let the darkness consume you." Lila did as she was told, and suddenly a loud explosion was heard. When Lila opened her eyes, she found herself in a dark, eerie forest. Wreckage of the plane was scattered everywhere, and smoke rose into the air. Shadows moved around, and Lila instinctively tried to avoid them. When she found her parents and brother, they were all bloodied and terrified. The woman appeared again, this time even more terrifying and darker. She approached Lila and said, "There is no escape. We have come for you." As the woman moved towards her, Lila felt the cold touch again and screamed in terror. Her scream echoed through the forest, and suddenly the woman vanished, and the dark entities retreated. Lila, her parents, and a few other survivors started running through the dark forest. Shadows followed them with every step. In the depths of the forest, eerie sounds reverberated. Lila constantly heard the woman's whispers. "We will find you, Lila. You cannot escape." Eventually, as Lila's family and the other survivors searched for a way out, rescue teams arrived. When they were taken to safety, Lila still felt the woman's cold touch and the dark entities pursuing her. The horrifying memories of what she saw and felt would remain with her forever. She never learned who the woman was or why she was after them, but those terrifying memories would haunt her for the rest of her life.